Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Aries for October 2021. Keep in mind it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you. Disregard the rest and go about today, my friends, and know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in this world to get whatever fulfillment you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom and it's personal power, and it's something only you can do because it lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet, my friends. So use your power to do wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being here. It means the world to me that you are. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along this ride. As well as, guys, if you'd like the video or you'd like to support me, smash the like button. Help me circulate it to more people who may need to see it. I appreciate your support. And one more piece of housekeeping before we move on to the reading. If you guys would like to follow me on Instagram, you can do that now at grassroots_evolution_tarot. I am making daily posts over there as well as putting up some channeled messages if you'd like to check them out. I appreciate it. So, guys, I'm going to call in spirit. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Gabriel to join us today. My team of light and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, but delivering messages for the most far-reaching, but again, only for the highest good of everyone. No second-rate messages here today, my friends. So I have the Messages of Life Oracle to start out with for a little bit of spiritual advice going forward. So Aries for October 2021. Now keep in mind that this is time is fluid. So I heard October 2019 when I was starting to shuffle these. For some of you, this may be, I heard a continuation or something may be happening from October. But again, it may just be not, that part is just for some people, okay? So Spirit, what messages would you have for Aries going forward for October 2021? Please, what messages would you have for anyone watching, Aries watching? I heard take your time. This could have been something again because I heard 2019 again. For some of you, there could be something that you have been working on. I love this. I reap what I sow. If there's been something you've been working on since 2019, Spirit wants to remind you that the energy you put out, that's coming back to you. You reap what you sow. I am aware of all that I create around me. Sooner or later, all that I do and all that I think comes back to me in some way, be positive or negative. I will reap the fruits of what I have sown. Therefore, I abundantly fill my life with light and love. For all the seeds of light I sow, I will harvest the greatest richness. And I think this is really important. And it's not saying, go out and be a nice person with hopes that things are going to come back to you. Don't, not going out and giving with an expectation of receiving. But this is also knowing that all the work you're putting into whatever you're doing, it does not go unnoticed. It is being noticed. Spirit sees it, and they want you to know that the effort that you put out there, it's going to help you grow. It may help you grow your business. It may be, whatever endeavor. That's all messed up. But whatever endeavor you're working on, whatever it is, this growth is something that it's coming from the efforts that you're putting in. So again, remember, you abundantly fill your life with light and love. And this is really important because if we're filling our world with negativity, that's the kind of stuff that's going to be attracted to our vibration because it's a match. So if you're looking at the world around you, try and change the way you're thinking about it. It's really, really powerful. So an example I want to give you is a lot of times when I'm going to work out and I do not want to, right? My body's like, no, you want to be lazy. It's going to hurt. You don't want to sweat, right? You have to change your brain partway through. Because if you start something with, I don't want to do this, it's not going to, you're not going to get the full benefits, okay? So for one example, what I have to usually do when I start doing my workout and being like, oh, I don't want to do this, I have to change my brain and be like, I'm so grateful that I can. I'm so grateful that I can move my body in this way. I'm so thankful that my body rewards me with feeling great after this. And when we change that, when we flip that mental script, it does something within our body. And honestly, usually by the time I've convinced myself that I'm just so grateful that I can do this, I'm already well into the workout and forgetting the fact that I didn't want to do it, and it's over before I know it, okay? So for some of you as well, I heard barn chores, chickens. right? Too, that could be one thing. You want those eggs, you gotta feed and take care of them. You reap what you sow. For some of you as well, the barn chores may be really important, because if you don't go and milk the cows, you're not going to have milk. If you don't go feed the cows, you're not going to have beef. You're not going to have a real healthy herd either. So whatever that is for you, but for some of you, if you are having trouble wanting to go do barn chores, I think this is really important to be like, I'm thankful that I can help nourish these animals' lives, and that I have, you know, so much richness in my world. And if you are a farmer, props to you, because you guys feed the world, and I think that a lot of people underestimate that as well. So what I'm hearing as well is subsistence farming, and where this comes to me is what's in her hand. But this is where this is really important, right? That we reap what we sow, because if we don't sow the seeds in the spring, we will not have the harvest in the fall. And this is also important too when we're trying to plan ahead. For some of you, I feel like this could be financial as well, that we reap what we sow. When we're putting this hard work in, we want to make sure that there's something in return. So saving money might be really important right now as well. For some of you, I do feel you may feel like you're in a job or a work situation where you're not being paid according to your value, and I think this is important to rethink your position. To also, what I heard is ask for a raise. You know, there's no hurt in asking. Some of you may know that even though you want this, it just might not happen. It may not be company policy, yada yada yada, okay? But whatever it is, know that when we trust and believe in ourselves, we're setting an energy for other people to trust and believe in us. And honestly, our potential is infinite as long as we believe in our ability to achieve it. So you have here attaining peace. These cards are what came out. I look within myself and stop blaming the outside world for my misfortunes. Through my searching and my efforts to gain purity, I transform myself. The material riches that I have acquired are not important. The riches that I will discover within myself are all that matter. Step by step in my spiritual quest, I free myself. I rise higher and I attain true inner peace. And I feel like this is important as well, because this comes from a place of acceptance, this inner peace and attaining that peace. I feel like maybe potentially as we age too, this is something that gets a little bit easier for us to see, because as we're younger, we're so, I heard maybe swayed. I heard political beliefs for some of you, but a lot of us may be swayed by peer pressure and things like this. And this is really important as we mature, as we kind of realize that everyone else's opinions and everyone else's desires, that's something they have to pour their energy to. Don't let yourself be peer pressured into doing something that you don't feel is going to be something that's rewarding for you, and if you don't want to do it, okay? Because I feel like so often we feel like because our friends want us to do something, or because family or loved ones want us to do something, we go along with something even though it's not really necessarily what we want to do, and then we regret it later. If you feel like you're not going to want to do it and you might regret it later, don't do it. That's as simple as this is, because we want to make sure in our world we're attaining peace. This is also setting up situations where we can remain peaceful in our worlds. You have, I have faith in life. I give myself to life. I live in the here and now without concern for tomorrow, because God is always near me and will never let me fail or fall. Fears attract darkness, but my faith surrounds me with light and raises me to a higher level of consciousness. I let go and have faith that life will always provide what is most beneficial to my soul. Beyond. I rise above the worldly illusions of fear. I always have a choice of how to live each step of my life. I therefore choose to live each situation in the light by turning my thoughts towards God. By living beyond the illusions of the material world, I enter into simplicity and peace. And the last card here is I welcome. Some of you, I feel like you may want to go and find yourself a little creek. But this is, her hands are wide open, stretched out, welcoming whatever this universe has to offer, whatever the energy is that is coming, because this person is at peace. And I think that this is so important here, is to find our peace and to move beyond this worldly illusions of fear. And peer pressure keeps coming to mind again, because if we're afraid to be us, or afraid to move forward because of what our friends might think, what our coworkers might think, what our parents might think, what our spouse might think, the list goes on. We're not living for us. We want to welcome each day as it comes, each situation as it comes. And it says, I welcome life as it presents itself to me. I no longer struggle but take each step on my path to fulfillment with faith and abandon. I do not need to fight the flow of life, as I have nothing to prove. I continue to be light even during times of hardship. I know all things will fall into place for my own greater good. And this is really important, having that faith in life, that things are going to work out to your greater good. So remember here, put the energy forward that you feel is necessary to get whatever your fulfillment is, because again, like I said at the beginning of the reading, that's something that lies at your fingers, right? This power that lies within you and your power to do. So what I heard is stamina. For some of you, this is research as well. Whatever your situation is, for some of you, I heard thesis as well. Like if you are, doing your fourth year thesis, your master's thesis, your PhD, your doctorate, and if you're not doing any of that, you're just looking for a new job, this kind of stuff is I reap what I sow. The energy you put out is going to find its way back to you in positive abundance is what I heard, okay? So be it positive or negative, we will reap the fruit that we've sown. So again, going back to that mindset, be it positive or negative, we're going to reap it. So if we fill our hearts and our minds full of love and kind words, that's what we're going to feel. If we fill our hearts and our minds with hate and fear and insecurity, that's also what we're going to fear. It's also what we're going to feel, okay? But if we are filling our minds and our hearts with fear, we're perpetuating a cycle of fear, and we're just perpetuating more fear. Reap what you sow. This may also mean, what I heard is take some time to meditate. So I have this Sacred Self-Care Oracle here. Before I move into tarot, I'm just going to ask a little bit of extra guidance going forward. Spirit, this month, October 2021, you have family that came out here. Pay attention to your family. Pay attention to the people that feel like family as well. For some of you, I also heard this could be galactic family, because if you see here, this woman is in the ethers, and with the moon on her head, this very, very divine feminine energy, and I feel like this is really honoring all selves that we've been in this lifetime, all selves we've ever been in other lifetimes, as well as I do feel like this is soul family, okay, coming down to us. And find out some more. Please tell me about family. But definitely spending time with your family, spending time with your loved ones. We reap what we sow. If we want a healthy family, a loving family, and a healthy connection, that's what we need to work on. We need to spend our time and our energy with these people as well. So the other message that came out here was nourish your temple. Feed it yourself good thoughts. Feed yourself good food. Feed yourself good energy. And this stuff all comes back to you, is what I heard. Okay? So I'm going to move on now to the Dragon Tarot and see what Tarot Wisdom Spirit has to offer, please, for Aries. So Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries? What advice do you have? So what I was saying is advice you have in whatever situations in your life you're going through. So we have two piles that fell out, this pile, and this was the first pile, which is the two. So the first one that comes out is Justice and the Queen of Swords. So straight off the bat, I heard you could have Libra, you could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with this air sign here as well, with this Queen of Swords around you in your world. This is also, though, with Justice, it's really important that she has the scales here, but Justice is blind. She is protected while she figures out what is right for her, though. But it doesn't always mean with what we can see. There's more to this, just a feeling as well. And you have the Queen of Swords. For some of you, I feel like there's more hidden here, okay, with the full moon in the background, and that this person could be a little bit detached. This could be you as well. What I heard is that detaching from outcome, knowing that you need to see things clearly, because for justice to happen, we can't be clouded. We can't hold a clouded vision to watch what else is, what I heard is brewing. We need to make these decisions that are right for us. And also I heard is to honor our dragon. But if you see here, she's petting her dragon, scratching him under the chin, showing this love, but she's holding his tail. So there could be kind of coercion here as well. And I feel like this is really important that also what I heard is it could be somebody that you're dealing with. It could be an energy within you or around you of this needing to hold on tightly. or needing to hold a tight grip, needing to try and control the outcome of the situation, and feeling like that's for our own mental health and our stability. But I feel like when we do that, we're not actually being true to ourselves. So here's an example. What I'm hearing is if we want someone to love us, or we want someone to be our friend, to treat us right, we want justice in a situation, if we're still holding the tail, how do we know that what's coming out of their mouth is true? For some of you, this really does come from just a detach. We need to detach ourselves from the situation, the person, and find ourselves, get right with ourselves, and let whatever this situation is heal on its own. Because if it's going to come back to you, it will come back to you, but you want it healed. You don't want this feeling of, I heard presence, but it's not about presence. It's about, it could be persecution as well as what I heard. Coercion. It's still about coercion though, right? Not allowing people to be free. So there could be as well, what I heard is this could be kind of like power issues or uncontrolled power. Ow, I'm going to stab myself. But unresolved power issues as well. So let's see what the other cards have here. We have the Three of Cups. I feel like this is working together. I also heard the Lovers though, but this is happiness. Just experiencing happiness within our world, within our partnerships, our friendships. We have the King of Swords here, which I actually find really, really interesting because you have counterparts. Masculine, feminine, same suit, high up here. I like here because with the King of Swords, he's not holding that dragon's tail. And I think that that's where this is actually coming important. The Lovers was here. I heard the Lovers. And the Lovers is here. And definitely for some of you, this partnership, I heard the words twin flame. It may be for some of you, it may not be for some of you, but whatever this is, it is divinely guided. There is a, definitely feel divine counterpart here. Mainly because as well, with justice, with the King, Queen, and the Lover cards, you've got two major arcana here. Something is being right. Somebody may be taking off the veil. Somebody may have refused, I heard, even to acknowledge this connection as well. You have here the Queen of Wands, and I feel like this is moving forward passionately and going after the things that we want in this world. This is also practicing our magic. For some of you, depending on the situation, there definitely could be a third party. You have here Eight of Wands, so I feel like there's a quick communication, a quick travel. This could just be another person in your world, like a fire sign. This could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This could be you guys, Aries. But I feel like it's saying, you know what? Like the Eight of Wands, we need to have the passion to go after our desires. And what I heard is within this relationship, if the divine counterpart or the partnership here with the Lovers, if this is ringing a bell that something needs to be fixed, something needs to be righted, I think it's important to know that you are both protected and you are both on your own individual divine path and divine mission. Your mission, there's part of it, yes, together. Because there's something that your energy, unified and connected together, is meant to do in this world. But there's also such a big importance on your own mission. And when we focus too much on the Lovers, when we focus too much on the partnership side of it, we're not focusing on our own spiritual growth. And that's what's really important. Because for us to pull in whatever energy is meant for us, this I reap what we sow, again, we need to be in high vibration. So we're attracting high vibration to us. So the thing is, if we're sitting in low energy or if we're sitting in manipulative energy as well, because sometimes this Queen of Wands can feel like that. And again, with this Queen of Swords, this coercion, if we're coercing, what I heard is with this as well, with the manipulative, potentially, okay? And the Queen of Swords, it could just be, again, this sharp tongue, this saying things or putting your views out in a way that you aren't allowing the other person to make their own decision properly, or again, there's strings attached to whatever decision they make. So again, that may not be for all of you. That could even be with a person or a situation that you're dealing with, that you feel like this, like you feel like every time they ask you for a favor or they ask you for something, you feel like if you say no, that they're still going to hold you by that tail and just not let you go. They showed me a cat. Actually, they showed me like a little kid, cat trying to get away, right? Cat's had enough of the attention. Cat's kind of sick of it. Cat's trying trying to run and then grabbing that tail so that cat can't get away. And what's going to happen when we grab that cat's tail? Sometimes it might swipe at you. Better cats may just, try and run, squeal, but there may be a situation as well where this bites us back. This doesn't do any good. And also, that cat is going to be skittish, right? The next time it sees the kids, like, oh, hell no. That kid grabbed my tail, I'm out of here, right? So I feel like this is just really being aware of how we go about getting what we want, and also being very aware of the people in our world. How do they try and get us to do what they want? Are they manipulating us? Are they making us feel coerced to do something? Because love shouldn't do that. And I think there's a lot of new understandings and quick insights that you're getting. This could be travel as well. For some of you, like I said, there could be travel to go towards someone and meet someone. And if you have been, at a distance for a while, this definitely could be a family situation as well, where you just haven't seen family in a while. It could be kind of I'm getting mother figure, honestly, more with the Queen of Swords, because we also have the Queen of Wands. It could be a mother figure in your world where you've healed a lot of tension, is what I'm hearing as well. And it's really important that, we love our families, we spend time with our family. This could be soul connections and soul family too, but we're also making sure that we're nourishing our body, we're nourishing our temple, so that we are, I'd heard, whole and complete on our own within our partnerships. But the first and foremost, ourselves, this is where we need to start. I feel like sometimes many of us, and again, it's this unhealed part and this codependent part of us, may want to give everything we have into a partnership and put all of our attention there, and then this starts defining us. And then if something happens with that partnership, we feel like we don't exist. Like, well, what am I anymore? I want what I heard. Okay, this is my wants for you, but it's also what I heard. I want you to be whole and complete, so that if some part of your world falls away or a person is no longer in it, you still feel like you don't feel like you were lost to this connection. So moving forward, I feel like, again, justice here, making sure that whatever happens, like, I heard justice will prevail, but whatever happens, it's done right, and it's done in a way that everyone feels free to act for themselves, okay? And again, they're bringing me back to 2019, so there could be something from your past that this is resurfacing, another person that's resurfacing, and this is spirit testing, going, did you learn the lessons? So that's a message I have for you. I hope it resonates. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.